Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you how to properly wear a mask before you go outside. Now, you may be asking, why should we listen to you? Well, because I was there when it happened. No, because in China, just generally, we do wear masks. There's a pollution problem, so we do have to wear masks. But now, since there is a virus problem, there are proper ways of wearing a mask. Not a lot of people will have the opportunity or the privilege to get these special masks. N90 or N91, I'm not sure. They're by 3M. Anyways, they are really cool masks. I had one, but the thing about masks, you can't wear it daily. You do have to dispose of them after a while. The ones in the hospital, that's just like a one-day use. Once you touch it, you gotta throw it out. Here is a proper way of wearing a mask and the rules for it. Now, luckily, I got Janie to help me. You know, Janie doesn't like speaking, so that's why you always hear from me. Okay, so put it on. Yes, behind the ear. If it's loose behind the ear, I've seen some people, they take this side and the other side and pin it on the back with like a safety pin or a bobby pin. So now, this is the important thing. The nose part needs to form to your nose. Yes, the surgical masks aren't the greatest because as you can see, there's a passageway here. That's why it's very important to make it tight over here in the back. On the neck area, that's very important to cover too. This is exactly how it should be right there. Now remember, once you touch your mask when you're outside, dispose of it.
Actually, it's more also keeping your fluids to yourself when you sneeze, so that's why you would wear a mask if you're sick.
Now if you do have the surgical masks, it's gonna sound stupid, but I doubled up. Gotta double up. So I put one here and then put one lower here. That's how you properly wear a mask. For toddlers, it's a nightmare. Jabba, our son, doesn't like it. He puts it right here just so he can breathe from his nose. We were lucky enough that he just puts it here because at first he kept on tearing it apart and he hated it. We kind of put him between us, so we're kind of like a border between him and other people. Now another thing, if you do have the surgical masks, remember, do not, if you're itchy or something, use your pinkies to take it off, and then you could scratch with the back of your hand and then just slowly put it back on, disinfect, but they do suggest that once you touch your mask, throw it out right away. The nurses that were in the front lines at Wuhan, they had the full body gear and they still caught it. And it probably happened when they were taking off their gear and then they washed, but they still, you know, they just touched something and they didn't know, or so you can never be too careful. But good thing that you're not in the front lines. So just once you touch your mask, throw it out. Avoid touching your eyes, your face. With me, I have allergies, and especially when there's something on my face, it's hard to breathe, and it's made of like fibers and stuff. I get so itchy and I have to scratch my nose. Oh man, ugh, it sucks. But yes, you have to just, once you touch your face, throw it out. Now, here's an interesting thing, and I'm going to share this with you. When we were in Beijing, we read an article from this lady. I don't know her name. She was in the UN, and she was probably part of more than 10 plus epidemics. And she actually suggested not to wear a mask. Just keep your distance. If you are able to kind of avoid and keep your distance from other people, then you don't need to wear a mask. She suggested not to wear a mask because your mouth has bacteria. Look, I'm not a doctor, so I'm going to explain it the way I would explain it to my friends or my son, okay? When you have a mask, you're building bacteria and it's hot in there. You build your own bacteria and things can form there, live things. You can even get sick from just covering your mouth for the whole day. Imagine a whole day of just having a mask. You need ventilation in there. But since we had a child, we had to, and we can stop him from running around or freaking out, so we need to wear a mask, especially when we're chasing him in the airport. So yeah, you don't need to wear a mask if you don't have to, but if you do go into a store, yeah, you can wear it because now you know how to avoid people and how to protect yourselves. But do they? I was in the grocery store and I saw this this lady just, now that I think about it, it's so dirty. She had a mask on and then she had to sneeze. What would you do if you had to sneeze and you had a mask on? You kind of leave your mask on and still cough into your sleeve, right? This lady pulled out her mask and Achoo! I'm probably like 7 feet away, and I ran the other direction. It wasn't because of the virus. It's just on a normal day, if this epidemic never happened, I would still run away from your sneeze, especially if you do it in that manner, because you're so nasty and you have no consideration for other people or children or things around you, that you think that your sneeze is clean. Nobody sneezes clean. My sneeze is not clean. You know, be considerate of other people. So that's it. That's how you properly wear a mask. If you can add to this, as usual, please add it on the bottom, or if you have any questions, you can ask us. Okay? Maybe Janie will respond one day. Who knows? Maybe Jabba will respond. He knows a bunch of crap. So yeah, see you guys.